guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this lifted Ram Bighorn 1500. This one has the Big Widow package, and this one is a 2020 model year. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this Bighorn Black Widow has. So guys, here is the sticker price of this Black Widow package. It's $83,000, but the dealership is selling it at $75,000. And honestly, I think it's a great price for a spec'd out truck like this one. So if you guys are curious about the price of this package, the price of it is $26,000 added to this Bighorn, and honestly I think it's worth it. It has so many features and so many things. So to start off, the first thing, as you guys probably are noticing, the wheels are 35 by 12.5, and they are in a 22-inch rim. And the second thing is that this one has a 6-inch lift, and honestly it just makes this Bighorn look really nice. And probably another thing that you guys are noticing is the black and white two-tone. So it has two-tone, black up top and white in the bottom. This is a white truck, but they added the black color up top, and honestly I think it looks amazing. Coming to the front of this Ram, of course, this one has the LED package or group, so everything will be LED. The high beam, low beam, turn signals, daytime running light, and even the fog lights in the bottom are LED. And this one has the color matched bumpers, so everything is white up front. There is no chrome, which is very nice, and just looks honestly very clean. And as you guys see, here are some fender flares, and those are part of that Black Widow package, and they're basically bolt-on, but I'm gonna get to them once I move to the side of the truck. In the bottom right here, there is sensors. They're very well hidden, and that's really nice, so you really can't see them from far away. So I really like the fact that they're hidden and you can't see them. In the bottom you will have some vents, and those vents are actually not functional, but I think they look really good. And honestly guys, overall this truck looks really nice. And in the middle of the grill you are going to see the Ram, and it's finished in matte black, and honestly I think it looks very nice. So for the side view of this Bighorn Black Widow, it looks really nice, and I really like this package. Right there on the door they're going to be Black Widow and the spider, of course, and then right underneath it they're going to be the Ram badge. On the hood they're going to be a fake vent that says Black Widow, but it just gives the truck a nicer look, and it's finished in matte black. Those fender flares, they're actually bolt-ons, so you could remove them, clean underneath them, and I really like the fact that they're bolt-ons. So for the rims, they look honestly amazing. They are 35 by 12.5, 22, and the way how they look like, they look amazing, and they are finished in gloss black. And right behind them, they're going to be a red caliper. This is part of this Black Widow package, and as I said, I really like the red touches on this Ram. And another thing I did mention is that the roof is black and the actual truck is white, but I really like the two-tone color. And for the side steps are finished in matte black, and they are 5-inch side steps, and it does say Black Widow on those steps, so that's a really nice touch. But let's go ahead and move to the back of this Black Widow and show you the rest of it. So here in the back, of course, it's gonna look like any 1500, but it does have an exhaust, and it's part of this package. For the taillights are all LED, so turn signals LED, reverse lights, and everything's LED. Right here you will have the Bighorn Ram in the middle, 4x4, and SCA, which is the company that makes the Black Widow package on the Rams, and I believe they make them on the Chevys as well. And here is the exhaust, and honestly the exhaust sounds really good. And those tips are matte black, and they're connected to the actual pipe. In the middle you will have the tow hitch, and then of course the pen connectors. And honestly overall everything looks very good. Up here you will have the backup camera, and inside there's going to be a button. It's rubberized, so you click on it and the tailgate drops, and it has a really nice soft release to it. The tailgate itself is very nice and light, just like any other Ram. And the size of this bed is pretty good. It does have the rail system. Hooks right here. You will have some lights on the left and right. And overall, the back of this Ram is beautiful. And again, the tailgate is very nice and light. And overall looks very good. I forgot to mention is the sensors in the bottom. And there is a side step or bed step. Just kick it out like this. And right here, that's where you put your fingers basically to grab on, and then you step in, or you could just go up like this to be able to grab something from inside the bed. So that's really nice and very convenient. So here is the key for the truck. It feels and looks honestly amazing, and it has a good weight to it. It has 4 buttons on it: unlock, lock, remote start, and a panic button, and it has a physical key inside of it. And I really like the fact that it says Ram on the key. So let's go ahead and remote start the truck, lock it once, and double click on the remote button. All right, so coming to the door of this Bighorn. The door is the same as any other Bighorn, and I really like what Ram is using for their materials. Everything is really nice and soft. So the top portion is nice and soft. I love the trim, that brushed aluminum trim around or on the door. And this is cloth, and I really like the fact that they used cloth right here in the middle. Just basically gives the door a nicer look. The door handle is a little bit on the lighter side, but it feels nice and solid. Here are the window controls, door locks, mirror controls, and you could actually fold the mirrors, so that's really nice, as you guys see. In the bottom right here, there's going to be a little bit more storage place. 2 cup holders in the bottom, very good amount of storage place all the way to the bottom. The armrest is nice and soft. This is plastic, which is expected, and all the way in the bottom is plastic, which is expected as well. And then a speaker right there. At the bottom of the door, there's going to be a light, and that light is going to display the Black Widow symbol on the ground at night. So you can't really see it in the daytime since the sun is out, but once it gets really dark, you will be able to see the spider or the Black Widow on the ground. So that's a really nice touch they added to the bottom of the door. So before going inside, there are going to be footwell lights with this package. So here on the seat, it's going to be wrapped in leather for this package, and it will say Black Widow on the headrest. And honestly, it just looks very, very nice. And I really like the white piping right here, diamond stitched, very high quality, and it feels good, and it's very comfortable at the same time, and it's powered as well. Alright guys, so coming inside this beautiful Bighorn Black Widow, it feels and looks really, really nice, and I really like what Ram did with their interior. I personally think that Ram killed it when they released the new generation of Ram, and this Black Widow package makes it even better. And the first thing I want to talk about is the gauges, because in the gauges you could see the spider right there, the Black Widow, and those touches are amazing. And I really like the fact they paid attention to details, and they put Black Widows in the background of those gauges and the red accent around the gauges. So that's a really nice touch they added. But anyways guys, coming to the steering wheel looks amazing. It's wrapped in leather. It is on the thinner side, but it feels good, it looks good, and it's expected of course from a truck to have a very thin ring, but overall it looks good. On the left of it, there are going to be a couple controls to control the screen, and there's just so many things you could go through in this screen in the middle. Bluetooth controls right here for your phone. To the right, they're going to be, of course, the cruise control. You could play with the gears, downshift and upshift. The RAM logo in the middle. And all the way to the left, they're going to be the headlight controls. You will have, of course, the fog light controls and the bed light controls right there. Brightness controls for the interior of this truck. Pedal controls, you could control them by bringing them out or in. Here is the electronic e-brake. And honestly, guys, overall, the interior of this truck looks very, very nice. For the screen is a 12-inch touch screen that a lot of people know about the new generation of Ram. So honestly, Ram killed it with this 12-inch, and they basically set the bar high for the other manufacturers to do the same exact thing, and Ford is doing the same thing, and I'm pretty sure GMC and Chevy are gonna do the same exact thing. It's finished in gloss black, so it looks really, really nice. Up top, they're going to be a storage place, RAM, and a 12-volt. You will have hard buttons for the climate control on the left and right. You could control the climate here, so that's really nice. They give you the option to do to control the temperatures and climate control from the side of the screen and from the inside as well. So that's really nice that they give you the option. Here's a mute button, volume control, tune button right there. And this screen has so many features or so many options and menus you could go through. Here is the gear shifter. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse. And this camera is very, very clear. And I really like what Ram, Jeep, and Chrysler are doing with their backup cameras. They're very, very clear. They're, I think, 1080p, but honestly, it looks very good. And when you move the steering wheel, it moves with it. Here is a mute button in the bottom. Here is the gear shifter, and I really like the way how Ram does it. It basically clears up a lot of space in the middle. And here are the 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive controls, and just start stop. And in the bottom, they're going to be few switches or controls. Here are the sensors. You could turn on the sensors or off. Tow haul mode, traction control, and this is the trailer brake. In the bottom, there's going to be a small cubby right here. 2 USBs, 2 USB-Cs, and an aux. And you could place your phone right here if you want to. And there's going to be a AC outlet all the way in the bottom, so that's really nice. And there is a ton of storage in this Ram. You could move this. You could open the armrest, and there's honestly a great amount of space inside. Coin holders right here, 2 cup holders. You could move this back as well if you want to, so you could basically do whatever you want. The armrest itself is nice and padded. It's not super soft, but it's not too bad. Love the white stitching on the armrest, and there's 2 cup holders all the way in the back. But honestly, guys, overall, the interior of this truck looks very nice. And up top, the mirror itself, or the rear view mirror, is very nice and thin. I love the fact that the bezels are nice and thin. Up top, they're going to be, of course, the glasses holder. Buttons right there. This is the help button. You could call the company itself and then SOS. Here is a button to control the window. And for the lights, they're not LED. I wish they were LED, but they give you the option to upgrade to LED if you want to, or you could change them by yourself. And here is a button to control when the lights to turn on or off whenever the doors are open. Here are some garage controls, and the visor feels very nice. I wish it was a little bit better. It is a little bit on the lighter side, but it has a mirror in it and 2 lights, so that's really nice. And it actually gets extended too as well, so that's really, really nice, especially for a big truck. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll go ahead and show you the rest of this truck and finish the video there. So here in the back door, it's the same as the front, and they did not cheap out in the back door. This top material right here is nice and soft, just like the front. More of that trim, brushed aluminum, cloth in the middle. The door handle feels a little bit lighter than the front door. Armrest is the same as the front. Love the white stitching right here. This is plastic, which is expected. You will have storage place in the bottom, more storage right there on the right side of the door, one bottle holder, a little bit more storage right here, and overall, honestly, it looks very good, just like the front. Stepping inside, you will have the same exact seats as the front seats, and there is a ton of room in the back here since this one is the crew cab. Stepping inside, you will have 2 cup holders right there, and then the armrest is very nice and soft, and honestly there's just a great amount of headroom and leg room. Right here, they're going to be 2 cup holders. In the bottom, they're going to be, of course, the AC vents, 2 USBs, 2 USB-Cs, a little bit more storage place, and this is an AC outlet, so that's really nice. They gave you an AC outlet in the back. So all the upgrades you see on this truck, they are covered under warranty, which are the 5 years, 60,000 miles, and for the electronics, they are 3 years, 36,000. And if you guys are interested in this truck, make sure to come and check out Keith here at Executive Dodge Jeep. I'm gonna go ahead and put their information and link in the description of this video. And if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.